Oh, God. Games. Ironically, this is not a spooky game, but it is the worst one for me to do. You can count this as a season finale of YouTube Spooky Video Night. I don't know, maybe season 1 ended a long time ago, I don't know, but I'll tell you what, I've teased this segment for a long time, and I've saved the best for last. As you can see by now, we are doing UFOs and aliens. I've joked about, you know, haha, it's all real, and like, we've always had a very jovial, laughy atmosphere. Now the rules are a little different for me, because this is something that actually terrifies the shit out of me. I've told my story a million times, you know, I saw a UFO as a kid. Still don't know what the fuck it is, and it, you know, even prior to that, I was always afraid of, like, UFOs and aliens. I thought they were creepy, you know, but this now is going to be us looking at extensive UFO footage and seeing what it's all about. So I'm surprised you aren't in shambles over that alien spaceship heading our way. What do you mean? The very credible news site of New York Post. Possible alien spacecraft? Atlas makes unusual shift while hurtling. That was hurling itself towards the sun, but whatever. It flew too close to the sun. Said as supposed Jet Propulsion Laboratory, which it claimed provided the first evidence of non-gravitational acceleration by the cell. What do you mean? So this thing in space basically took a illegal gravitational turn that doesn't make sense. Oh, that was a horrifying thing. Jeff Bezos says the 1 hour rule makes him smarter. I give it a go. Maybe this was the comet hurling itself into space, you know? Because this man's bald head is completely pie, you know? We're gonna start off by a submission from SNES Nerd. It's called Alien Found in Australia. Okay, let me say this before. If you're in Australia and you see some local fauna or wildlife, it's more terrifying than an alien. Because this thing is basically from the Neolithic era, like a saber-toothed tiger that's gonna rip your head off. Even the fucking spiders have health bars or whatever they say.
No. God.
Holy shit, wait!
No.
Oh, enhance that footage? Oh no. That's just an Australian house cat.
Go, run! 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 Fuck!
Now, I might be laughing at this, but if this really happened and I was there, you know how I usually say I'd go ba-boom towards an alien? This is my exact same response, except I wouldn't say with an accent, you know? That is classic gray alien. So that dude just wanted a cheeky tinny from the Barbie. So local meth head. Someone said this just looks like an emu. Don't think this is real, because the footage is too fantastic. The more clear it is right there, it usually is bullshit, but I'm gonna still say real. Okay? Because again, it is still... Holy shit, my other computer scared the shit out of me. Fucking Windows update in the background, did you hear that? The problem with this is that a lot of people that claim they see UFOs, it's obvious drones or planes. I'm gonna analyze this and see. This kind of looks like the triangle UFO, but it's a strange shape. Don't like that. I don't like that. In classic UFO shapes, that's the V. This has been very documented, but some people are saying this is a drone, but I think it's referred to as the Phoenix Lights. This is in Ireland. Okay, let me tell you something. You know what terrifies the shit out of me when it comes to UFO stuff? The metal shapes and discs you see in the sky is usually kind of like a bullshit thing, because it's too fantastical. However, when it's just a bunch of light orbs in the sky making shapes or flying around in a weird pattern, it's real as fuck. No one can explain it. You know, the government, I'm sure you've seen this, but you know the lights that fly over the waters is flying at an impossible speed. They still don't know what the fuck that is, you know? So the more it's like this, the more I hate it. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. These things, these flying weird light orbs that have no reason to exist. My dad saw something like this, like before I was born. Basically, night sky, one of these flew, stopped, and another one caught up, stopped, flew a little bit more, stopped, and this is like in 91. And it was just waiting for the next one, and then they kept flying, right? No sound, no helicopter, nothing like that, right? Yeah, this is legitimate footage, I think. You know, like, jokes off here, I'm serious. This is not drones or a helicopter or whatever. This is the full lights. Yeah, I think this is definitely okay. I'm sorry for pausing, but I'm saying this too. When it comes to this stuff, I'm not saying it's alien. I'm not saying it's aliens. I still don't know what I saw, and I'm not saying this is extraterrestrial. It is unexplained, and that's why we're not calling them UFOs anymore. We're calling them UAP, right? It's just unexplained stuff in the sky that nobody knows what it is, and that is, in a weird way, kind of scarier than knowing that there's a marcianito inside piloting a big stick. You know what I mean? I got jump scared by the fucking bird. Some shit from Signs or something. You know what frustrates the fuck out of me? It's 2025, and you would think more of this shit could be recorded in 16K from like 16 miles away. You know, like why can't we get better footage with this kind of stuff? This was in 2013, however, but you know what I mean. We're like, shouldn't this stuff be more documented in extreme HD definition? You know? That is fucked. Okay, I don't know what this is, but, you know, these things appear all over the world, right? In different shapes and weird stuff, right? Whatever. And the design is always so weird that it's either disc-shaped or something else. I'm slightly believing it.
Holy shit!
That's just me recording. Except I'd be a little bit more terrified. My mom saw something like this a couple years ago. She lives near a big lake. There's like a train tracks by the lake, and she was like, it was something about like my brother took a train or whatever, and she was like waving him off. This is at like 5 a.m. and she saw this like white light just hovering over the lake. It's like, what the fuck is that? Is that a boat? Yeah, this is what this kind of UFO stuff is totally valid, and I know you guys are like joking around, and I get a little jokey too, but this stuff is as legit as you fucking can get. These weird lights just hovering out at sea and stuff like that. I saw a video, and I was talking to Mike about this actually. It was all over the news a few years ago. There was a fucking 100 of these things. And it was like some people on a yacht or a boat or something like that. And they just appeared, you know. And then they just disappear and appear. It's very strange. Here's the problem with this. This is straight up a plane. Front light, side wings. I mean, come on. I've had a bit of a problem with... If I ever see a UFO again and I record it, I don't know how I would react. Because whatever I say is like galvanized footage, you know what I mean? Like, if I start swearing and I start talking to you guys, everybody's gonna see it. And my dad is gonna hear me go like, holy shit! In English. It's like, what is your deal? And if I talk Swedish, it's like in the moment... Do I just like rapidly say like, hello, my name's Joel, you know, I saw a UFO once and this is happening again? Sorry, I'm talking English right now, switch to Swedish. Like, I would have to like cement this legendary footage, you know what I mean? Yo, Chad, is this real? I think the reaction is also very authentic because you're like just mesmerized, but like, what the hell is that, you know? Because you kind of like stunned, and if any of this footage is too overreacty as well, you might think it's fake. Where you go, holy shit, fuck, you know, which is most likely what I would have done, and then everybody thinks it's fake. So, you know, but these guys just filming. Where is this footage from again? This is the best. This is a UFO sighting over Lake Erie. Does anybody know where Lake Erie is? It's in Michigan. It's north in America by Michigan. As legit as you get. This is from Frank, actually. Frank wanted me to see this. Guardian UFO. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay, I need some fucking info on this. This looks like old 90. Oh, wow. Whoa. What is going on here? Oh, okay. It's very intense flashing. Ugh. Classic saucer kind of shape. And the light is kind of illuminating everything else. Then you have this. That is fucking scary, man. That is... So that it's sort of scary when the videos are from before everyone had a camera on them at all times. Like, it was so impactful that the person had to run and get their camcorder. Frank says, actually, there's a whole website dedicated to this. This is a very fascinating read. Check this out. Canadian. And Diane investigated. She witnessed a scene that she couldn't explain. Very bright. I didn't know what to do. I was looking at it for about 10 minutes or so. And then the ship went a little back over the trees and disappeared. And I saw all the flames turn out at the same time. I don't think I'd like to see it again. It's very scary. I've lived here for many, many years and I've never been so scared in my life. In February of 92, 6 months after Diane's encounter, a package from Canada arrived at Officer Bob Oshler, one of the foremost UFO researchers at the time. The package had no return address. Oh no, no, oh no, fuck, this is turning bullshit. This is turning bullshit now. Inside there was secret military doc. You dropped it. You have dropped me now. If this just stopped there where some woman in Canada saw, hey, I recorded this weird footage. But when it's like, the secret government, yes, the secret files, the Area 50, like, videotape of the incident of West Charlton according to Bob Oshler. On the table set was the name Guardian, and it was accompanied by a fingerprint. Guardian, to me, was an enigma. Certainly nothing I had heard about in the UFO literature, so it was mystery starting from scratch. I'm confused here. So, woman in Canada sees ship, next day gets an anonymous tape from a Guardian. Am I understanding this correctly? Have I missed something? Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of bullshit. She encountered it, then a random researcher got footage of the event somehow. The problem with this is such great footage, but then you read the story behind it, and it kind of falls apart. If this was just, I filmed this shit, I still don't know what this is, I would have totally believed it. I think Guardian is actually herself, and they did some elaborative hoax here. And she cooked up this big story, but she flew too close to the sun with its, you know... So it's her husband fucking with her. That's an angle too, because again, how did Guardian know where to send this tape? You know? And then at the end of the message, it's like, and by the way, your human husband, I know about him, and he's actually a Zorpian from Galaxy 5, and I think that is why you should never bother him when he's drinking beer and watching Monday Night Football. That could cause a eclipse event. Homer Simpson bit, as I said. This is great footage. I just wish it didn't come with that fucking story. You know? Lost footage from 2006 in France. Oh. Ah! Oh, that's very close to what I saw. I'm not even kidding. But the random spinning... Let me see more of this, please. Can I please turn up the fucking brightness here? Okay, mine did not have the pointed stuff on the sides here, but it had the same like weird middle part. You know? I love this footage, but there's something going on here that I don't like. It's almost like this thing is being dangled on a rope, and the rope is making it spin, because it's not like the lights at the middle is naturally moving on its own. It's almost like you have a thing that's going left, right, you know what I mean? It's a very long footage, but this is 8 minutes. Oh, fuck! There you go! There you fucking go! You zoomed in right on it, yes. Yeah, that middle part is very close to what I saw. And mine, oh god, this is making me like sick to watch, I don't know why. Mine was day, and there was no like objects behind it, it was just the lights. You know? This is like making me remember better. Because it was so close to that weird middle. If something would have dropped in my apartment right now, I think I would have vomited. That's a balloon for DoorDash. So that's Pizza Hut. Amazon drone. Yep, the Amazon drone in 2006. There's a lot of videos now of AI UFOs, and that really makes things a lot worse. You know? Add Gran Turismo 2 music, please. Yep. The Matrix. Very, very interesting footage. But I would say if I saw just the middle part with no other stuff, man, at least the people sounded genuinely flabbergasted a bit. Yeah, for sure. Somebody was linking this up earlier in chat, and you know, if this is like haha stuff, then my bad. This is a video called "What Am I Looking At?" All right, so here we go. Here's a video, and it's just a light in the day.
Holy shit. Over here. Dude, it's like weird. Bro. I think I'm capturing a fucking UFO, dude.
See, this was how my recording would have been if I started doing this. It would have been like a goofy voiceover. It's got a bit of a trail, but like this is just the light. Like it's not actually looking like this.
Holy shit.
I think the best footage is from the very beginning, actually, right here. You know, it might be a weather balloon. You know, we can always joke about the weather balloon thing. You know, we can always joke. Someone said Game Freak logo, but And as some people say, like, oh, the weather balloon shit is just a cover-up or whatever. Do you remember, like, I think it was earlier this year, there was a bunch of, like, Chinese weather balloons in America. You remember this? That was early 2023. Oh, Jesus, 2024. And there was also something earlier in New Jersey. I think there was a bunch of drones flying around, you know. This one is from Sugar Veins, and this is some classic Phoenix Lights footage. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people saw this. This is actually fuck footage, and this is what got me earlier about those guys that was near Michigan, or in Michigan.
Over here.
Yeah, this is actually legit as fuck footage. You know, I'm sure if you live in Phoenix, maybe your dad or whatever be like, yeah, I saw that shit, man. This is what I mean. This is what freaked me out as a kid watching the UFO I saw. They don't have a reason to just appear. But what freaks me out really badly is like, yeah, maybe if it's out in the desert and no one sees them, it's the ballsiness of this one in particular that they show themselves over a big major city.
Oh, what do we got?
This is in that V shape.
Hey, Sue!
Sue, what the fuck? By the way, this was seen and recorded in multiple angles. But again, this is 97. Not everybody had a camera laying around. They said it was military flares. Listen, it's good to be critical, but why the fuck was there military flares in the sky over a big city? Surely, if some military exercise was going to happen, maybe inform the public before you do a military exercise over a big city. Why? What the fuck? By the way, just so we know, the government is doing a test thing in the sky. Come see the fantastic lights tonight. You know, like, not just like unbeknownst be like, yeah, that was lights.
Headed
like,
for your approval.
What?
What have we got here?
Why would they tell the public about secret testing? Because it would raise, like, just be honest and just say what it is. I mean, secret testing should be done, like, maybe not in a city. I don't know, man. No, 30 years of concern is funnier. I don't know the fucking full story. I just think the footage is fucking weird, man. Bunch of lights over a big sky, and it was actually flares. Like, I don't know what. I don't know, man. It's just fucking weird to look at, man. I don't have any answers. You know, could you imagine being the person selling this house? By the way, you remember the Phoenix, Arizona lights? The lights you saw in '97? Yeah, this was the house. You know, yeah, 1 more million. Thanks. Isn't Arizona generally known to be like one, if not like the biggest hotspot for like paranormal activity, like, well, maybe like alien stuff, like Nevada, you know, like Area 51 or whatever. Is it? No, I'm thinking of New Mexico. My bad. Yeah, New Mexico. Yeah, I saw somebody say that, like, I think maybe it's Arizona. There's a lot of UFOs because they like the warmth, but I think that's bullshit because they are all across the planet, you know. So I don't know. This isn't just some sort of like, oh my god, guys, there's a bunch of lights in the sky. And by the way, pants down, check out my new book about aliens. It was given to me by Mr. Secret. You can know all about more. Oh, by the way, here's more lights. You know, whatever it is, Phoenix is a hot place. And if I went there, I would want a Coca-Cola. I'm going to be right back. Sit tight. We have more creepy little videos. I know this is kind of like a different vibe from your usual YouTube scary video night, because now I'm actually like sitting here not making fucking jokes about everything. This is more actual tinfoil hat Joey, you know, analyzing this weird footage. But yeah. Anyway, I'll be right back. Sit tight. We got more weird videos coming up.
Complete global lactation.
Shit!